Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. If you can hear some wind noise, there's a fan behind me going off. I put it down to the lowest setting because it's been a bit warm today, not like overly hot, but it's a little bit warm. So today's Monday the 12th of May and I want to talk about some Resident Evil 9 leaks, rumours and other stuff that I've heard of. Now I think I've done a similar video to this a while ago, but I just want to recap if I did. So yeah, there has been some rumours, leaks going around which I'm not that fussed about. If it ain't from Capcom, it ain't right. But there's like things saying that it's going to be set in South America. It's going to be set on a series of islands. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. It's going to star like Mr. Simon as the bad guy, and he's going to turn into this hideous monster. There's another cult involved, which I'm like, we did cults multiple times before in the Resident Evil series. Let's do something new for a change. And then there's like saying, oh, it's going to end the Mutant Mycete saga, even though that technically ended at the end of Resident Evil 8, but I've got a feeling that they might bring it back for Resident Evil 9 and actually end it there. But what I'm really hoping for out of all of this, like, forgetting the rumours, I don't care about the rumours, it's probably not going to have anything to do with the stuff that people's talked about. I really want them to basically start from when the or like a few months after Resident Evil 8 finished, and answer the question: does Chris Redfield find out what happened to the BSAA? Does he investigate them? That sort of thing. I really want some of the game to focus on that, because that was basically a cliffhanger moment at the end of Resident Evil 8. We do not know what happened, so that kind of needs to be talked about in Resident Evil 9. So in other words, yes, it's going to star Chris Redfield. He's been very overused lately. However, I do want, like, the characters that I really want to be playable in Resident Evil 9 would be Leon, because we don't know what he's up to nowadays. Like, this will be set in present time, so like 2024, 2025, maybe a year in the future, 2026 will be interesting. But kind of nice to know what Leon gets up to, or if he's retiring or whatever, and maybe letting plan as Chris through some of it, investigating the BSAA, even though we're probably not going to get that. But mainly focused on Leon. Main character for Leon is that will actually be quite good. Now there's people saying that Gill's involved, that you get to play as Gill, which, yes, that would be an excellent idea. And Claire Redfield, what the hell is she doing nowadays? So that'd be good to know, because remember, the last time in the Resident Evil universe we saw Claire Redfield and Claire and Jill was in Resident Evil Death Island, and that was set in 2015. So that 10 years ago. 10 years ago, like in the game series last time we saw them. So it'd be nice to see what they're doing nowadays. Now, other rumours, leaks are basically saying that there's going to be Wendigoon enemies, like goat enemies, that sort of thing, like mythology sort of style enemies and monsters. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like praying to the moon, again, kind of break away from the cultish style of theming, because remember, we had it in Resident Evil 4 remake, obviously, because Resident Evil 4 had it as well, and we had it in like Resident Evil 8 as well. We don't really need a third game in a row which has cultish themes in it, even though I bet you we're gonna get it. Now, it has been, now apparently, like, they've been saying that they've been working on it. Well, Leakers has been saying that Capcom has been working on this Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse, apparently the code name is, since 2018, and it's now 2025, like the longest running development cycle or development time of a Resident Evil game ever. Yeah, close to Resident Evil 6, which had a decently long time. And a lot of money apparently has gone into this. The most expensive Resident Evil game ever worked on, the more money poured into it, which I'm crossing my fingers it to be a fantastic game and a good length as well. Maybe multiple storylines, like multiple like characters you can play through, just like Resident Evil 2, where you can play Claire and Leon and their B scenarios. And I'm not talking about the remake, because in the remake the B scenarios are basically the same. They're like hardly any different. I'm talking about the original game. It had more differences in it, more like variety. So be a bit like that would be nice. I really hope it's not a short game, but it is a mainline game, so it should be good. Now, speculations on when it could be released. I am pretty sure 90% that we're gonna get a reveal trailer sometime this year. Now, I will say by the end of next month, because we had a reveal trailer for, or I believe we had a reveal trailer in June for Resident Evil 4 remake, and that was a few years ago. Can't believe Resident Evil 4 remake was a few years ago. I feel like it only goes to come out last year, but I'm pretty sure before the end of the year we're gonna get a teaser trailer, a little thing, and I am pretty sure if we don't get a Resident Evil 9 next year, we're going to get some Resident Evil related information, either like a new game or like a new movie, that sort of thing, because I do know that a Resident Evil movie is in development at the minute, so that's possibly going to be out for next year, and next year would be 30 years since Resident Evil began. It began in 1998 in the game, but the first Resident Evil game came out in 1996, almost 30 years ago. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get a few bits and pieces about Resident Evil games and series next year. I'm pretty sure like either Resident Evil 9 or Code Veronica remake. To be fair, I am looking forward to a Code Veronica remake. The original game was fantastic. A bit like bullet spongy, the enemies are, but really good story, really good solid game. And to see that expanded on, like really lifelike graphics, that sort of thing, would be fantastic. As well as like good DLCs as well. Needs DLCs. But yeah, Resident Evil 9 will be good as well. Everyone's hoping that comes out next year, and possibly Resident Evil remake in the movie thing, that sort of thing. Because there has been people saying that we're gonna get Resident Evil 0 remade, or the original Resident Evil, because that was remade in 2002. Now they're saying that they might remake it and release it on the 30th anniversary, 30 years since the original. So we might get a remake of a remake of a remake of the original Resident Evil, which again will be really good. So yeah, that's basically my speculations of what my thoughts on the whole matter is. Obviously, I'm not going to talk much more about it. If a teaser trailer gets released this year, yeah, I'll do a reaction video to it. Why not? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the whole thing in the comments below. I don't know if I'm going to do a TikTok tonight. I haven't really got any ideas of what to do, so I'll probably leave it until I can get some ideas. So, in any case, I'll see you guys next time.